welcome to my channel, Infinite Intuition. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if not, then just welcome. So today we are actually going to be talking about March 2025. What is your March of 2025 going to be like? So if you've not been to a pick a card reading before, this is how it works. Before me, we've got 3 cards. You're going to pick between these 3, and that will be your reading for today. You can absolutely go ahead and pick more than one. And I do typically put crystals on the card after we do a meditation, but today I actually felt like that wasn't really necessary. Not that I'm not going to have a crystal meditation, I just think there might be crystals that I don't have that Spirit wants to use. So when I'm editing, I'm going to go ahead and put an image of those crystals on these cards, and then I will go ahead and in your specific pile reading put the meaning of what that crystal means, and then you can see how it relates to your meeting. Okay, so again, if you've not been here before, we've got pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Sorry if you hear my cat. She thinks my husband's downstairs and he's not. He is actually out somewhere. So I apologize. Because she's a daddy's girl. So sorry about that. So go ahead and listen to your intention. Feel which card resonates with you the most. If you need more time, you can absolutely pause the video to give yourself more time. You can even hover your hand over the piles and see if you have a warm or cold sensation. You can go ahead, look at the timestamps below. Maybe you'll see your favorite number down there. Or you can also just go ahead and listen to all 3 piles and pick whichever resonates with you the most. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into our meditation. We're going to take 3 deep breaths, and then you're going to let intuition guide you on which card resonates with you the most. So let's go ahead and take our 3 deep breaths now. Pile 1, and welcome to your reading. So if you're here, of course that means you picked whatever the crystal was that I felt drawn to. But we're going to go ahead and get into your oracle cards. So, first card is, how are you being called to step up and lead? Okay. So you may be taking on a leadership position in March 2025. I'm also kind of getting that you may be one of these protesters. Okay. If you are thinking about gathering a group to protest or continue to protest, I feel like that's definitely going to be happening for you in March. I know this is not a political thing, but like, it's kind of hard to avoid when this has been like our everyday lives since the election. So yeah, but that's coming through, and I'm just here to give you the message, right? But that's what's coming through. How are you being called to step up and lead? If you're not thinking about leading a protest, then that obviously does not apply to you. It does not need to apply to you. If you're saying, heck no, that's not me, or no, I can't get out of the house and do that, then that part's not for you, okay? But basically, if you're not thinking about protesting, then this is just Spirit saying, how are you being called to step up and lead in something else in your life? It could be as simple as something personal, like self-care. How are you being called to step up and take care of yourself? How are you being called to step up and take care of others? You could even be as simple as like a teacher. Okay, it doesn't have to be anything big. But I feel like whatever we're talking about, when we're talking about stepping up and leading, you already know what that means for you. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some more oracle cards. See what else Spirit has to say. Okay, we already got one. We got two, actually. 3. Popping out. Okay, we got quite a bit that want to come out. All right. So I'm just going to push this up to the top so we got some room here. So our first card is Full Moon, Queen. And I mean, with Queen, that definitely makes me think of a leadership role on its own, right? We've got Dog. How are you being called to step up and be a supportive friend? Okay, it's one of the key words on this Dog card. Being a very supportive friend, faithful companion, to show your loyalty and devotion. We got Ring. We have Man. Oops. We have Bouquet. We have the Clock. We have the Maiden. We have Magnifying Glass. We have Mortar and Pestle. Okay, I'll put that there for now. And then we also have Stork. Wow, okay. So I definitely get the protest vibe with you guys, because when I've used this deck for political readings, this was my Biden card, and I do kind of feel like he's also connected with the dog in some way. And then we also have Agreement and Magnifying Glass, and I'm feeling like looking at information. Maybe you're somebody, this has happened before, not a lot, but this has happened a couple times, where I feel like somebody in politics has come to my reading, and I feel like you are somebody who may be, if Biden's coming up, you may be actually a Democrat, looking at the information very carefully. You got, Magnifying Glass, we're being very precise, we're gaining clarity, we're doing research on agreements, anything, pact, contract, anything like that, any kind of paperwork. And maybe you're somebody who's going to bring information forth, and now is the perfect time. Like March is the perfect time to do it. I think you're just waiting. Yeah, you're just waiting on the call to move forward. We also have a clock here, clock image, and the stork as well. That 10, 11, 12. And here we have 12 and 1. Which could be the 13th. We don't have the number 13 on our clocks, so I'm wondering, timing wise, March 10th through the 13th may be that perfect time for you. Bringing in new beginnings. If we're still focusing on political stuff, this is not my Kamala card, but it is a Queen card, and she is the Queen of Swords in tarot. She's represented as the Queen of Swords because she's a Libra. She's an air sign, bringing in harmony. We also have harmonious with the Queen as well. Transformation and change. Breaking things down. Blending in, making something else with this new change. Okay, so politics aside now. And if you are just somebody who is being called to simply just act up and lead in your life with your own personal endeavors, not politically related, this still applies to you. That you may be looking carefully at information to bring something new into your life, to probably start something new into your life, bringing more harmony into your life, a transformation. Spirit's telling you that now is the perfect time to do it. Now is the perfect time to take action. I forget which planet it is. I think it went into retrograde. Was it Venus going into retrograde? Let me double check that for you really quick. So it's a Mars retrograde that ended on the 23rd, at least for here in the US. I think it's 24th if it's on the other half of the world. There is a Venus retrograde happening, and that's coming in March 1st, which is also going into Aries, which is another action-oriented sign, and I believe rules Mars, if I'm not mistaken. So just a lot of action going on. And yeah, Spirit is telling you now is the perfect time. And this person, this man, regardless of gender, could actually be representing you. And you being the one to put in the work to blend in something new, breaking down the old, bringing in the new. Maybe one of the things you need to work on is actually your relationships. I would think more specifically your friendships is what I'm getting from that. So yeah, just bringing in something new, helping to bring in something new, something better, whether it's for your own personal self or something on a much larger scale with these political things going on, okay? So let's go ahead and get one last card. It's an affirmation card. I really, really like using these now. Because just with how things are around the world right now, I really do think we need some positivity, some affirmations. Okay. I am inspiring. I am inspiring to those around me even when I don't realize it. When I am welcoming, kind, and giving towards people, it inspires them. It inspires them to respond to me the same way. I am inspiring. That is beautiful for you. Please, please, please keep repeating that affirmation to yourself, okay? So that is all that I have for you guys today, Pile 1. Thank you so much for coming by and listening to this reading. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope it helped you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it resonated. So until next time. Bye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. If you are here, then that means you chose whatever crystal was put on this card. But let's go ahead and get into your oracle cards, see what Spirit has to say. We have Inner Temple, Devotion, Tune into the portal of your heart. Okay, I wonder if some of you came from Pile 1, because we did talk about a little bit about devotion, and that it wasn't the whole reading, it was much bigger than that, but we did talk about devotion. So devotion, tune into the portal of your own heart. This is Spirit actually saying to you to go within for a moment. Maybe do some meditation work. Look at your inner self. Do some more self-love. Do some healing. Maybe you're somebody who's asking or searching for answers, and then therefore Spirit is saying, look within. The answer is within. Let's go ahead and look at some more oracle cards, get a little bit more clarity. I'm very interested actually about this doorway. We've got a galaxy back there. It's I don't think it really is giving a symbol, but to me, I don't know how well it's going to be able to come through. Probably not. Okay. All right, that's not that bad. To me, that if anybody knows Aries' symbol, and if you don't, definitely look it up. It looks almost similar to that, which is interesting because mid-March, we're going to be getting into Aries season. What I'm getting from seeing Aries through this doorway, I'm kind of wondering if you are going within, you're doing this meditation work, possibly mid-March, you're going to be walking into a new portal, a new beginning. We're also talking about new beginnings in pile 1 as well. So this may be a universal message. We'll see what pile 3 says, but there may be like a little bit of a running theme here. But let's go ahead and look at some more cards. Okay, we've got Broom. Sweeping away what you don't need. What can we get rid of in our lives? Oh, we also have Diamond Ring. Pile 1 had Ring. You guys get Diamond Ring. Maybe some of you are actually stepping into a new chapter in your life, getting married, or possibly an engagement coming your way, depending on where you are at in a romantic relationship, if you're in a romantic relationship. Either way, I think this doorway it's just next level, which is one of the key words here. It's just reaching your next level, or even a partnership, maybe in a job. With Yarn here, we may be feeling a little tied up, tied down, strung along on something. Oh my gosh, I am trying my best to be neat. But just a complicated circumstance that you may feel stuck in at this time. Maybe something a little puzzling. I'm also hearing that if you are planning a wedding, that may be the complicated circumstance. There's a lot that goes into planning it. There's a lot to do. And so Spirit is asking you to please relax. Everything's gonna be fine, okay? Everything's gonna be okay. Sweep away that unnecessary stress. Okay. We got Man. So this could possibly be a partner, somebody that you are engaged to, somebody that you're just in a relationship with, your spouse, boyfriend, though regardless of gender, it could also mean girlfriend as well. But since it's coming up as a man, I think for most of you, it's a boyfriend, it's a male figure, or you are the male in this. We have Clouds. Please sweep away these thoughts, these negative thoughts and worries, doubts, probably some confusion. We don't need it. We have Key. We're going to be opening up the key to solutions, opening this door. Once we take some time inward, we're going to be opening up this door to our solution. We're going to break out of these doubts and these troubles, bringing in some clarity. We also have Letter, and we have Birds. Okay. Communication definitely is a strong thing. You need to communicate to your partner about what is going on, what is troubling you, what is hurting you right now. I am so sorry that it's been blurry this entire time. See if I can fix it. No? Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, and also talking about our nerves too. If this isn't a marriage or proposal, and it's like maybe a partnership in work or something like that, you may be in communication about that, receiving information about that, receiving news about something. If you did come from pile 1, and you are somebody who we were talking about in that's in politics, I'm also now hearing kind of like the intelligence staff opening the door to solutions, writing, emails, contacts, just information, the news too coming out about something. Maybe some of you are actually stressed about, you may not necessarily work in politics. That was a very strong feeling in pile 1, not so much here. So if you did come from pile 1, then I think it's a small few of you who came from there, and that's why that's coming through. But I think for a lot of you, because politics is just an everyday thing right now, there's always something coming up. So you may be somebody who is hoping or waiting for some kind of solution, for some kind of clarity, for liberty, probably justice to be served. Waiting for the news to say something. Maybe you're also somebody who has had a lot of debates about politics too. Negotiations, hearing a lot of chatter. And that's what's clouding us. But I think at this time we need to heal. We need to heal, and we need to step through this door to something new, okay? Get to that next level. But let's go ahead and get an affirmation card. I really feel like we've been needing these, which is why I've been using this deck a lot. I feel like this one wanted to pop out. Okay. I am a gift. I am a gift to the world. When I lead with kindness and love, I create a ripple effect that benefits more people than I'll ever know. My presence, my knowledge, and my passions contribute to the greater good of the world. I am a gift. Okay. So Spirit definitely needed some of you, maybe most of you, everybody here, really, to hear that. A reminder that you are a gift. I'm kind of getting that if you've been feeling down about the news around you, and especially if you're somebody who's been really down about the news, and then you're also dealing with a marriage or an engagement, just planning a wedding in some way, it's been really, really hard to stay positive towards that and have those stresses that you have always expected from planning a wedding. And then you throw in this politics chaos along with it. And yeah, it's just been hurting you a lot. So Spirit is definitely telling you to take some time to go inward. Really remind yourself who you are. That you are a loving, kind person. You are somebody who gives love and help and kindness to others. And maybe because we've been so preoccupied in whatever it is that's been clouding us, we haven't been able to give that love. So Spirit is encouraging you to take some downtime, remember who you are, and then we can walk through that door to the next level and start being the better version of ourselves again. Real quick, pile 2, before I send off this message, I actually realized I had dropped this card. I didn't notice that I dropped it until after I had already cleared my cloth here with your cards. I was surprised that this card didn't pop up, but it actually did. It actually did pop up for you, and I did not want to ignore this card for you guys, because we've got the stars in the doorway like we were talking about, and then we have the stars here. And I really, really feel like this card was important, and Spirit wanted you to know that your wishes, your dreams, peace, and hope is coming for you. Miracles are coming. You are blessed. We also have the word inspired here, which in pile 1, their affirmation card was actually I am inspiring. So just more confirmation that some of you may have come from pile 1 as well. And then you have falling in love. And then we were talking about love in your reading too. So if you are not married, if you are not engaged, if you are just not in any romantic relationship right now, some of you actually may be falling in love this month in March. But you also may be falling in love with yourself again, is also something I'm hearing too. So just take whatever resonates with you. You may also be somebody who's receiving messages in your dreams, because we also have nighttime. Maybe you are somebody who has been dreaming of the one coming into your life. That's something that I'm getting to. And then when we're talking about dreams and hope and wishes, and we were talking a little bit about politics in the world, that you are putting in the effort to send out love and light energy for healing, for not just yourself, but the nation, everybody in this nation, everybody in the world. So that is what Spirit wanted to add to your message tonight. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for coming by and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated with you. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. If you're here, that means you chose whatever the crystal was that was put on your card. And let's go ahead and get into your oracle card to see what Spirit has to say. We have the initiation. Rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Ooh, okay. We're going to be stepping into something new. That was the theme in pile 2. Definitely, we talked about that. Maybe you came from there. Maybe you've read all 3 piles, actually. But yeah, stepping in through a doorway. That's a big theme for this month, it seems like. Stepping into the next level. Crossing the threshold. Rite of passage. Let's go ahead and get some more oracle cards for you, okay? See what else Spirit has to say, because I'm really curious. Wow. Okay. About what it means for you to cross the threshold, giving you that rite of passage. And this one. Okay, we got quite a bit cards here. But let's go ahead and get the ones that flipped over. to me that feel like it had the biggest energy. So first we have book, which is something that popped up in a zodiac reading recently. You have scythe. I'm just going to lay them all out unless something wants to come through. Okay, actually, I want to talk about book. In one of those zodiac readings, I had mentioned about somebody actually writing a book. I think it was Sagittarius writing a book. And that we are going to be crossing into this new doorway to actually like put in the work towards that. But I'm also hearing, if you're not doing the book thing, this is stepping through the doorway into clarity, because we've been in this mystery and the unknown for a while. We've been in this darkness, okay, like how this card is, it's mostly dark. We're going to be stepping into the light. And maybe even the light is a little bit of a mystery. It's a little bit unknown, but it's okay. And I kind of get this sense that you are actually very boldly stepping into this doorway. You're not afraid. You're confident in whatever it is you're stepping into. Cutting away and releasing the past is what I'm getting with this scythe card. Okay, let's keep going. We got man. Mortar and pestle. These two cards are something we actually got in pile 1, even though I shuffled. And so far the piles have been talking a little bit about politics, and it's kind of hard to avoid right now because of it just being in our everyday lives. I'm also hearing please watch pile 1, because there was something that I was talking about, something that you need to hear in pile 1, and I have a feeling it has to do with the Mars retrograde ending. And then we have a Venus retrograde beginning. So actually, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about it, but I still feel like you do need to watch pile 1 as well. Mars retrograde ending helps bring in action. Helps bring in action. We are no longer feeling sluggish. We're able to actually go forth, take action. And then when Venus retrograde starts in Aries on March 1st, that's just going to help add to the action. So March is actually going to be a very big thing, and I am planning on doing a political March 2025 video, because there is a lot that seems like it's going to be happening in March, okay, politically. And I want to talk about that some more in that video. We have, let's keep going, we got lighting, or we got light bulb, actually. Light bulb. Bringing light, again, we were just talking about light in the mystery, light in the darkness, a breakthrough. We have an aha moment coming in for you, enlightenment, realization, reveal, and epiphany. We also have moon. Okay, so a little bit more of this dark, like this darkness, this mystery, but also listening more to our intuition. And we talked about intuition actually in pile 2 quite a bit. We also have recognition, maybe getting recognition for something, like with this rite of passage. Whatever it is that you've been looking for recognition in, you may be getting that this month or in March. this month. I'm filming this in February, end of February. So, when I'm saying, if I say next month, I mean March. Okay. We've got bouquet, bringing in harmony, bringing in a balance, bringing in happiness, beauty into our life again with this light, with this love energy, this warmth, creative energy too. We have stalemate. Okay, so this I feel like has been a current energy, feeling standoffish, feeling like there's no way out, feeling blocked. That is getting cut away. Okay, with this scythe, it's getting cut away. We're no longer going to be feeling that way. No more delays. And if we're actually talking about politics again, if you are like pile 2, where I was saying some of you may not be in politics, like the feeling I was getting very strongly in pile 1, you may be somebody who's been watching a lot. And you kind of feel like if you've been watching a lot of readers talking about politics, and it just seems like there's just delay after delay after delay. There's been these delay tactics we've been noticing. And I feel like that's going to get cut away. So if you're wondering about that, that's definitely something that's going to be happening. We also have mask. I feel like actually taking off the mask. Maybe we've been masking our hurt, masking on this darkness, but in the light we're going to be actually taking it off, removing that. Oh, I think I forgot to talk about man. Man may represent you. This is also, the specific man card is actually my Biden card, in that, like I said, these two popped up in pile 1. Maybe if you are somebody in politics, you may have been masking what's really going on. I'm also wondering if Biden's been masking things too. Bringing light to what's concealed. Okay, let's keep going. We have anchor. Bringing in more stability. In March, bringing in more willpower, we're persevering, having more fortitude. We also have bridge with communication, connecting, overcoming barriers, and harmony. We also have harmony with the bouquet too. And then we have rider, movement, forward movement. More news coming through. So we're going to be very invested with the news. Yeah, all 3 piles have been talking about something politically, whether somebody here is in politics or you are just somebody who's been very invested with it. And I think everybody in March is going to be invested. So it's no surprise that this is coming through for March 2025 in this personal reading, even though this is not the political video that I have planned. But I just think everybody is going to be invested in politics in some way. Everybody's going to be invested in the news in some way. Okay, let's go ahead and get your affirmation card. Because that's really all I can see for your reading. That if it's not a political thing, it definitely is something that you are simply going to be stepping through this doorway into the light, into clarity, into freedom. I'm also hearing. Maybe this is something everyone's going to be dealing with. Stepping into this new doorway, this new next level in March. Because something crazy is definitely going to be happening. I feel like this one wants to come out for you. I am aware. When I pay attention to my surroundings, I can feel appreciation for everything. I see so much beauty in the world. Being aware means living in the present and fully experiencing my life in the here and now. I am aware. You're aware of what's going on. You're very aware of what's going on around you. You're very aware of the things that you can and cannot control. So you're just living it day by day. That's just confirmation. You're living it day by day. And I think for many of us, I think we're just waiting for the next step. Yep. I think there's this feeling really of everybody has been having, which I think is why it's so heavy in all 3 readings. Everybody, I think, feels like something's happening, something's coming. And we're just getting ready for it. So we are staying aware. You are definitely somebody who is staying aware. We're not like in pile 2 where we needed to do some major healing, some major going in. I feel a more gentler energy with pile 2. You guys are more... Pile 1 is more action oriented. You guys are more in the middle. Where you're just like, alright, I'm just going to take it day by day. If I need to heal today, I'm going to heal. If I need to actually be taking action and listening actively, then I'm going to do that. I think you're very in tune with your energy. Because we have a balance here between the dark and the light. So you're being very balanced right now. And staying in your awareness and just being ready for anything. Okay. So I think that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for coming by and listening to this reading. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated with you. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.